pieces.
We yield. Your house, your crown, and your throne are yours. We rejoice to see you alive and well.
Victory! At last order is restored! Father, I had feared I would never see you again. Praise Zeus, Thunderlord! Praise all the immortals!
Husband, my heart bursts with joy. Through the long years of war and your long journey back, I never lost hope.
I know, beloved wife. We shall forever be in this captain's debt. He helped break the siege of Troy, and he fought beside me at my journey's end. And now, Captain, you have done your part. Here is Argus's map.
Ha! 3 down, 4 to go.
You see, Captain? I told you I'd get you to a piece of the map.
Now we hold 3 pieces to gains, too. In the race for El Dorado, we have taken the lead.
Captain, look at this. The markings on this stone. They're just like the ones in the mechanical birds. What is this thing?
That? The Rosetta Stone, an ancient heirloom. It once stood in the port of Rosetta, in Crocotopia, at the height of the Old Empire. The inscription praises Emperor Squarcius Maximus in 3 languages: Old Aquilan, New Aquilan, and Crocotopian.
Bishop said the symbols in the birds were Aquilin. We could use this to translate them.
Is the stone of use to you? Take it. All that is mine I have again because of you. May it bring you fortune and wisdom.
Right. Let's get this thing to the Admiralty back in Marleybone. Hercules, come here.
Done! Now the time has come at last for mighty Hercules to leave Aquila behind. To Barleycorn!
Marleybone.
Whatever!
Captain, you're back, I see. So, you've been out marauding, have we? How many of Johnny Clockwork's ships have you scuttled then?
No, sir. We've come with new information. We think we can translate the markings inside the mechanical birds.
Mechanical birds? Ah, yes, the clockwork pigeons. High time we learned what they're all about. Take your intelligence to M in the lobby below.
Yes, you'll have to pardon the flair for the dramatic. M's real name is Mycroft Bones. He's the head of Royal Intelligence.
Clockwork birds have been bedeviling our cryptographers for months. The markings are Aquilan Linear B, but nobody can read Linear B. But we have scholars who can read Linear A and Crocotopian by Rover. This stone of yours is just a ticket. Take the stone and these transcripts to Professor Challenger. He ought to make short work of the translation.
Remarkable. This stone will open up a new age of historical study. The Spiral Geographic Society will not forget this young captain. Now for the translation. I fear these markings you've given me are gibberish. They make not a lick of sense. I'm sorry. I can read the inscription on the stone perfectly, but these transcripts you have are a total loss.
Drat, let's deliver the bad news to Mr. M.
Please!
Challenger couldn't hash it out, eh? I thought not. Don't lose hope. I'll wager this is a cipher, a code of some kind. Ordinarily, I'd hand this over to cryptography branch, but we'd have an answer in weeks, if at all. No, I fear there are only 2 minds in all Marleybone that could decode this quickly. My dear brother is not available. He's under retainer for the Crown, dealing with the fallout of that business with the Croconomicon. The other is in Glasshouse Prison. Go there and tell them you need to speak to Miawiati. Give them this. They'll let you in.
Miawiati? Impossible! He's a dangerous mastermind, he is. The Napoleon of crime. I couldn't possibly... Oh, authorization from Mr. Im. Very well, we'll bring him out. Just be careful talking to him. Miawiati isn't someone you want inside your head.
An unexpected visitor. Charming. Ship captain by your walk. Your posture screams pirate. Fencer's calluses on your hands. Swashbuckler. Interesting. So, what business brings you here? Sherlock clearly didn't send you. Are you one of Mycroft's little toys?
The great Miawiati. Locked up at last. How'd they catch you? Are you losing your edge?
Don't think for one moment I am not precisely what I choose to be. As the Armada ravages Marleybone, I'm in the most solid building in the realm. Coincidence? I'm sure the idea comforts you. When this place no longer suits my purpose, I'll walk out the front door. Easily. But you haven't answered my questions. Why are you here?
A puzzle for the great genius. See if you can make head or tail of this.
Please. A substitution cipher feeding a transposition cipher and keyed off an asymmetric grid. Child's play. It translates to interesting. Ordinarily, I'd never work for free, but the conquest of Marleybone is hardly in my interest. Here's how it works. Decoded, the message is a verse of classical Aquilan epic poetry, but some of the words are wrong. Subtle. Designed to foil a machine, I expect. Taking sequential letters of each wrong word, the message is this.
I know how to defeat Cain. Find me in Valencia. Seek Cagliostro. G.
There you have it. Happy to do my part for Crown Country. Off you go, then.
Valencia? I hate that place. Oh well, let's take the message to Mr. M.